Hey there, in this video I want to take you through and show you 3 games that I've built within Gemini 3, and it took literally a few minutes to create these games. So this one right here is the classic game of Tetris that every single person in the world knows about. So as you can see, it works great. We've got levels, we've got, it will actually reduce the rows, and it works exactly like Tetris. And that literally took a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes to create this game. I didn't have to write a single line of code. It created this within seconds, right? So there we go. That's Tetris. And then I've also got Snake over here as well. It doesn't quite look like a snake. It's more like a Tetris block. But as you can see, that one works well too. You can go ahead and restart the game. And yep, there we go. I'm not very good at Snake. I haven't played this game for years. But anyway, you get the idea. And it also has settings here as well. You can turn on sound effects, speed, all that stuff. And then last but not least, we have Asteroids. So I've also created a replica of Asteroids over here. You can see it works exactly like the game of Asteroids. And I can move around too. Check it out. And I didn't have to write any code in order to create this. It literally took minutes to build this game. And it's all over here in Gemini 3. So there it is. It wrote all of the code for me within a couple minutes, and then I can easily deploy. I could even put this up on website, like a website as well, and let people play these games. If you're interested in playing some of these games, let me know in the comments below and I'll send it over to you. Hey there, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Google's latest and greatest AI model called Gemini 3 Pro Preview in order to create 3 classic games that everybody knows about. So that's going to be Tetris, Snake, and Asteroids. I just want to see if it's able to create these, and if so, how long it's going to take. So to get started, I've just come over here to ChatGPT and I told it to create a prompt for Gemini 3 to build a replica of the Tetris game. This is the prompt it came up with. It just says create a fully working Tetris game. Use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in a single file unless the structure benefits from separating them. The game should include falling tetramones, rotation, collision detection, line clearing, scoring, etc., etc. And I've just created this entire prompt in ChatGPT, and I'm going to come over here and paste it into the text box. Now I'm just going to click on Run, and we're going to see if it can create this game, and if so, how long it's going to take. I'm really curious to see if it can do this. I'm sure it's going to be able to, no problem whatsoever, because Gemini 3 is an amazing tool that has just come out as November 18th, so about a week ago. I also made a tutorial recently, yesterday, showing how to build landing pages and that sort of thing using Gemini 3 as well. And you can see the benchmarks down here too, so it's just absolutely blowing every other AI model out of the water. And it can also create games within a few minutes as well. So let's see what it can do here. It's going to create all of the files. It's writing all the code for me right now. And then once this is done, I should be able to preview the game. So I'm just going to let this continue rolling so that we can get a good amount of time that this is going to take. Shouldn't take that long, maybe a couple minutes. And we can actually play the Tetris game. And then I also want to create another prompt for Snake as well. So let's just come over here and we're going to put that in because this is another classic game that I want to see if I can replicate within Gemini 3. So we'll create this prompt. I just like to use ChatGPT to create these because then it's just going to be ready right out of the box. So as you can see here, it just says nice brief below is a tight production ready prompt you can paste into Gemini 3 to get a complete playable Snake game. It asks for a single self-contained file, clear features, and runnable verification steps. So this is the prompt that it came up with here. Build a complete playable Snake game as a single HTML file that runs in a modern browser. Do not use external libraries, blah, 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 blah. So we could just copy and paste this prompt into Gemini 3. Okay, so there we go. So now we've created all of the files here. And if I want to actually run this, there doesn't seem to be an easy way to run this. We can come over here to run settings. Looks like I can't actually run the game, so I would need to plug this into like Cursor or something in order to run it, unfortunately. Is there a way to actually run this game? We can preview it. So if we show a preview, oh, there we go. So now look at that. So it's running Tetris, and I can just click on Start Game right here, And check that out. So now we've got a playable version of Tetris, which was literally created in, like, how long did that take? 2 minutes or something? So boom, there we go. Look at that. It took just within, a couple seconds to create this game. And now, yeah, you can flip everything. It looks great. It's even got the score over here, the level, everything you want. Very, very cool. And it literally took a couple minutes to create this game. So that just goes to show what's possible. This one, well, yeah, that's right there. So we can drop another block. Absolutely incredible what it's able to do. So now we've got that, and then I think it's just saved automatically. We can exit out this preview here. And if I want to create the snake game next, I'm just going to come down here and once again copy and paste in the prompt, and we're just going to run that. So now it's going to create the snake game, and then I would just want to create one more as well. We're going to create Asteroids. I want to see if it can create a Asteroids game as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Just create a replica of Asteroids. I don't think I need to put game. It should know what I'm talking about based on previous context. So there we go. Now build a complete playable Asteroids replica is a single HTML file that runs in a modern browser. Very similar prompt, but this is going to create Asteroids. So if I want to open up another tab here, I could just create both of these games at the same time. I don't even need the pro version of Google AI Studio in order to do this, although it probably would be helpful if I upgraded. But for now, I'm just going to stay on the free version, and we can create this game of Asteroids as well. So now we're creating 2 games at the same time. And yeah, this is absolutely 100% going to put software developers out of work, because look how easy this is. It literally takes a couple minutes to create these games. And then you can also deploy them through here as well. So if you want to deploy this game or download it, for example, you can download all the source code in a single HTML file. So if I come up here to download the Tetris game, let's just scroll to the top here, and then we can just download this. I'm just going to put it in my downloads folder here. And then if we open this up, it should be running in a single HTML file. So there you go. So now we've got Tetris ready to play, and all I have to do is make this live, like just create my own domain, and I can start cranking out these games using Gemini 3. So I can create all the classic games, as many of them as I want, within a couple minutes, and put them up online for people to play. How cool is that? So there it is running, and we can do the same thing for Snake once it's finished creating the game as well. Looks like it may already be finished. Let's see here. We can scroll down to the bottom. We're just going to scroll to the bottom here. It's still working on it. And then we've also got Asteroid over here building without writing a single line of code. Look how fast it is too. So it's just cranking this out like crazy. And then we can just download this, or we can also preview this one as well. So we're going to show a preview. And here we go. So we've got a playable version of Snake ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and download that file as well, and then we can open it up in its own tab over here. So there we go. So now we've got Snake. That one doesn't really look quite right. It's got like a Tetris block as the snake, which is not. Oh, see, but you can see it does work correctly. Maybe change the layout a little bit, but overall, that's pretty amazing what it was able to do in a couple minutes. So there you go. So now you've got a playable version of Snake. They've even got some settings built in here as well. You can change the speed, the sound effects, the grid size, everything. So that's all done. And next we're working on Asteroids, which is still coding. This is probably a pretty complex one to build, but yeah, as you can see, it's now finished. So now we've got a playable version of Asteroids. We can preview it. I'm also going to download this file because I might just put all of these up online for people to play. So let's go ahead and preview this one. Or we can just open up this file that we've already downloaded here. And boom, now we've got Asteroids ready to go. Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. And it literally took a couple minutes to build this. I mean, the graphics are not great, but obviously you can fix up those graphics as much as you want as well. And it even has a score up here. You can see the level, the number of lives that I have. It is a bit slow. I don't think I can change the settings or anything, but still, that is pretty incredible what I was able to come up with. So now I've got all these files as HTML, and then obviously I can preview it here as well. It has all the instructions, so thrust, I can move around as well. So there we go. Now it's being previewed inside Gemini 3. If I want to create some other games, I can, create as many of these as I want, basically. Let's come over to ChatGPT and give me a list of classic games from the 90s. So if we want to create some other games, we can just, create over here. Here's a whole bunch of different games that you could create. Another one obviously would be Super Mario World. So if you want to, I would actually like PC games. So classic PC games. Oh, like Pacman. So we could also create Pacman as well. I forgot about Pacman. So if we come up here, we could just issue that same prompt and type in Pacman right here. And it doesn't take long at all to create these games. As you can see from this tutorial, I can create as many of these as I want within a couple minutes. It's pretty incredible what Gemini 3 can do. So now I've got a prompt for Pacman replica. I'm just going to come over here and I'm once again going to copy and paste that in. So now we're creating a simple version of Pacman. Pretty incredible. Look, it's writing all of the code for me. I don't have to write a single line of code. It's absolutely amazing what this can do. And again, it is beating all the other AI models on the benchmarks over here. We've got Humanity's Last Exam blowing it out of the water. We've got, a whole bunch of different benchmarks that I've honestly never even heard of before. So here we go. It's still creating Pacman. I don't understand what any of this code is doing, but the fact of the matter is I don't have to, because I don't have to write this myself. I could just use Gemini 3 to do it for me. Looks like it's finished with the game. And I'm also going to download this file real quick, and then we can preview it over here. So here we go. There we go, Pacman.js. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, it doesn't seem to work for some reason. Let's actually just open it up in its own window using the HTML file. This one seems to be broken, unfortunately, so it's not actually running properly, which is a little disappointing. But yeah, with a little bit more prompting, I'm sure we can fix it. But for now, it's not quite working. But yeah, there's so many different games that you can create. I'll leave it up to you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Have some fun, play around with these things, and just see what Gemini 3 is capable of. I think you're going to be blown away. And yeah, I just wanted to try something different in this particular video tutorial. Hopefully you found it helpful and interesting. And with that being said, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Signing off.